Go.
All right. I'm here with Ken Harrell Banks and Mr. Wolf. All right. Tell us how you guys got together to create this show.
Man, talk about a tough question being the first question. Really, I'd say the show, the foundation of the show came from being at WGPR. I actually used to work in the office 30 feet from here, working the phones in the sales department, and I did that for a couple of years, and try to help out with the promotions of the station and other aspects. And then I got interested with the production part, learning better how to, make radio commercials and things like that, because they used to have me come do voiceovers and stuff like that, which spawned into me kind of taking a peek into who was actually inside the studio, seeing what was going on in there, and I took interest to that and started to sit in on Mason's radio show, John Mason's morning show, and every other morning from probably a year sat in on his shows, and he kind of coached me and mentored me and encouraged me to do my own format if I want to create some kind of medium or voice to speak to our generation, our demographic. And with that encouragement, I mean, if someone who's a bona fide radio legend and national on-air personality can, embrace you, mentor you, and give you encouragement, then the least I could do is make an attempt at it. So I made an attempt at it, but I couldn't really take radio on-air part serious without having a team of people who actually knew about the radio, because I had no on-air production radio experience. I was in the sales department. So my longtime friend and fraternity brother, Mr. Wolf, I know that he ran a radio station down in Oklahoma, and he has a lot of experience and degrees in communications and the such. And his uncle, Ulysses Wolf, is a radio legend, television legend, voiceovers in the nine. I had been mind blown to be able to, within a matter of a few months, to sit down and mentor and get encouragement from John Mason and Ulysses Wolf, and they, both helped encourage me and Wolf, and we came together, did our thing, and I say, from my aspect, the rest is history. Got with Fernando Green. I want to give a big shout out to Fernando Green and Mr. Dogan and Mr. Matthews at the time at WGPR, who, from a business standpoint, and Carolyn James gave us the opportunity to do that, because you don't just go get your own show. It's not that easy to just get your own radio show on the FM airwaves in the top 10 market with no experience, very limited capital, and no fan base. I mean, we have nothing to work with but encouragement. So that's my spiel and angle on how we got started. With that, I want to pass it off to Mr. Wolf.
Well, I'm going to tell you the real talk, real version. All of that, the aforementioned, is definitely very true from Ken Blank's Harrell aspect. My aspect is Blanks had been, he had been talking about it, and he had ran a couple of ideas across a couple of our friends, fraternity brothers and whatnot. And we had a loft right over here above Nikki's that I used to come over and always supported Blanks and his entrepreneurial efforts and whatnot. And one night I just fell through the house, and he was working on the show, and he was like, Wolf, well let's try something. I know you did something in radio, and we was just really just late night, just up burning the midnight oils, and he was like, Wolf, you sound pretty good. And I was like, well, this is what I do.
Right.
I did go to school for this, and one thing led to another, and Real Talk FM. And when I say one thing led to another, I'm really downplaying it, but it took a lot of hard work, a lot of effort to really make this happen, and it still does. It's definitely the epitome of perseverance. That's what Real Talk FM is, the epitome of perseverance.
And with that being said, just to jump in very briefly, it's been immense support from family, friends, and Detroit's community. A lot of entrepreneurs, mom and pop shops, and nonprofit organizations, churches, and the like, who have come together to help support us over the years, because it has not been an easy financial undertaking at all. I mean, it's definitely been a heavy six-figure project to do the radio. This is not paid for by WGPR at all, And so I can't even get in the names of the thank yous and the people.
Not enough.
At all. It's been hundreds of guests over the years. It's been numerous personalities and individuals that's helped out, from musicians to comedians to politicians to physicians to educators, you name it. So thank you all. You all know who you are. If you've ever been on the mic, called in or received an invoice from us. Thank you.
Okay, what is the essence of Real Talk? Break it down totally.
The essence of Real Talk. I would like to say the essence of Real Talk is, just that. We watch the news every day. You always see stories, the negative stories. You always see the stories about who killed who robbed who. They're threatening us with what, I don't know what color the terror alert is, today.
Amber, orange,
I don't know what color it is today. But basically, Real Talk is a vehicle that we use to push and promote the positive things that go on in and around the Detroit metro area, as well as the positive people. You never hear about the people who are out there shedding blood, sweat, and tears, and really not receiving the type of financial or even just mental support or praise that they need, that they deserve. And that's what this is a vehicle for. You go to some other stations and whatnot, they may charge you an arm and a leg just to promote what they're doing, but we'll work with you. So the essence is just taking the show and bringing forth some type of positivity towards what we're doing and bringing light to those positive subjects so people can hear them, and not just, hey, it's the news and who got murdered today.
And essentially, like you always say, Mr. Wolf, changing Detroit one conversation at a time. I think in one sentence can be the essence of what Real Talk is about.
There it is.
Okay, if people want to advertise, how can they get in contact with you?
They can call Blanks, man. Call Blanks number.
Man.
No, they can dial 1-855-REAL-TALK. That's 1-855-REALTLK. They can call me, 313-645-8281, or send an email to realtalkfm@gmail.com.
Or of course, join the website. Join the movement. Is free. www.realtalkfm.org. Make sure it's the .org, because we are a non-profit corporation and we are community-based. This is public radio for your ears. So, realtalkfm.org.
All righty, thank you, gentlemen.